Hey, yeah, I know it took me forever to make this. Part three is finally here, and I'm just as shocked as you are. Some of you have been asking, like, where is part three? And to that, I have to say, I was emotionally preparing because it takes a while to watch all these, or maybe I was out in the woods. I don't know. Honestly, though, I didn't think that many people cared about this weird little show, but apparently we're all in the same boat, still thinking about it years later. So let's just lean right back into it. We're picking up with episode 7 through 9. Stuff starts getting weird, like even weirder than usual. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So, the episode starts out with the group in biology class, and they're going to dissect a rat. Well, Ian and Gabe really don't want to, so they smooth talk Fenton into doing it. And Fenton is also running for class president at this time, which is this girl too, and he decides that he should do it. So he hands Ian his button, and then something happens with Fenton.
Only if Connors went this smooth, huh?
Rather a good deal for me. I received the 2 votes while my father is a surgeon, so none of this dissection business disturbs me at all.
Ben, you alright? Dude, you okay?
Going. God.
Gabe is rushed to the school nurse, who, by the way, is incredibly creepy, but possibly for good reasons. And we hope he has a full recovery. Now, Ian, being Ian, he fully doesn't believe that it's just a coincidence, and he sees Headmaster standing in the hallway talking with the school nurse. And of course, suspicions rise. Later on, we see Gabe, Suki, and CJ talking in the hallway, and they're both telling Gabe he should run for class president, which is a good reason because nobody is running against Emily Wright, the other girl running as class president.
A huge head start over you.
Huge head start.
And everyone knows her because she's president.
But I think you can catch her in the candidates' presentation.
Yes, that's the most important focus of our campaign. The 2 candidates each make a presentation to the school.
At the presentation, look, they'll see your charm, your personality, what you stand for. Dude, we're gonna change that. You'll blow her away at the candidates' presentation in front of an audience of students. Oh, snap!
You know, guys, I would just not bother with this whole thing, but if I can get just one piece of information that'll help us with, it'll all be worth it.
While in the hallway, they run into a girl named Ross who is helping Emily run for class president. Of course, she's a very cutthroat type of person of obviously politics. She then hands him a button because she has faith that he'll lose regardless. But CJ instead takes it from her and puts it on herself. And a suspicion starts to rise from us as the audience, noticing that that button might play a role into something that happened earlier in the episode.
I'd like to offer you one of our campaign buttons.
But that's against you. I mean, why would you want me to wear that?
It's the level of my confidence. It should be a reminder to how badly you'll be beaten. It's for him, not you.
The only thing he wants from you is a congratulations when he wins.
Crushed.
So after that weird encounter and Gabe even asking where the buttons come from, because all good pains start with buttons, we then go to Ian. And Ian's playing what seems to be dodgeball, I guess, with a glowing green ball. I don't know. Anyways, it was really cool when I was a kid. And there's some little bit of rock music playing. Well, anyways, Ian goes to grab a ball and something happens.
What are you doing?
So, coming back to their hideout, Ian, Gabe, Suki, and CJ are hanging out and they're making a poster for Gabe's election. Well, all of a sudden, Ian seems to get what seems to be a headache or something, possibly, and he kind of acts out towards the group. And CJ tries to get a read on him.
Dude, move on from the buttons.
Move on from the whole thing already. Instead of getting further involved with this school, all our available time should be spent on how to get out of here.
That's what this is about, Ian.
There's got to be something more to Fenton's illness.
Hey, Siege. Please tell me you got a read on that.
I had the weirdest read.
At least you got a read. What is it?
It was nothing. I couldn't do it.
We follow Ian, who goes to the nurse's office to talk to Fenton. Fenton's not there, and neither is the nurse for a little bit. So Ian looks at a piece of paper, and all of a sudden the nurse is right there. Boom, she scares you, just like that. Trying to leave, the nurse wants Ian to sit down so she can look at him because he looks a little tired. She does a little diagnostic on him, and she thinks he might be getting sick, possibly, from something that's going around in this region because his body hasn't adapted very well to any pathogens that are here. So that was pretty much it for that. The next scene, we get Gabe, Suki, and CJ in the hallway, and they're setting up Gabe's poster, his one and only poster, amongst the sea of, well, Emily's posters, which Gabe then finds out his poster looks the same as Emily's. We also get this really cool fight scene, I think, that really is interesting to watch, and it's actually really cool.
Get your hands off it.
Go get it. Go get it.
Nice! Stronger than him, you know you are, come on! Come on, Ian, get up! Get up!
Monitor alert. Monitor alert.
Get up!
Main building.
Headmaster, now.
Okay.
All right, you two. Break it up.
Take your best shot.
I've been waiting to do this since the first day you came to tower prep. Wait, he's hurt. What happened?
I don't know.
Get the nurse. Oh, come on, he did it to himself.
Get the nurse!
Siege, go. Go, go, go.
We then meet up with the gang in their little hideout, and they start kind of talking about how even CJ herself was feeling it. And they start thinking that maybe the nurse is behind it, or the school itself is behind it, doing experiments on the kids to see how they would react. So that's where we're at right now, and that's what they think is going on.
Is this going to be like 1971 all over again?
No,
How can you be sure?
I was there.
I was there too.
You were just a student. I was faculty. Student faculty, of course, but involved.
You still haven't answered my question, nurse.
No, That was controlled. The headmaster 40 years ago was careful.
That headmaster nearly destroyed the very purpose of this school.
Spare me the lecture. We were on the same side and won. I'm not saying he was right or even justified, but he was careful. What's happening now? This is reckless. Let's confirm that it is chemicadesin. I'm waiting for the centrifuge plasma separation results. My assistant should have the test completed by now.
Ian then goes into the nurse's office to see if he can find this Dessen. He looks at the laptop, he finds some, and then he hears some movement. So he hides under the desk.
What are you doing here?
Me? What are you doing here?
Well, Ray is a friend of mine, and Fenton was my opponent, but I don't want him to be sick. No one will tell me what made them sick.
What do you think it is?
Well, why don't you tell me?
Oh, you say that like you think I know. I'm here to find out what she knows.
Do you think she's involved? The nurse?
Well, I'm about 80% sure she is. And Headmaster too, but 0% on understanding why. Look, I just offered up some of what I think is going on, and frankly, I don't have much reason to trust you, so I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just looking for any information on something I think is called chemicadesin.
Chemicadesin? What do you know about it?
Well, I was in here the other day when my campaign manager, Ross, was doing her work study. And I tried to look at Nurse's computer, and I saw it, but then she came back, and this place is so busy, I planned to come here at night when I thought no one would be here. So you really think it's the nurse?
Who else could it be?
Well, I think there are rumors that there are outsiders trying to infiltrate the school.
Outsiders? I mean, I heard that there were different people who ran the school a long time ago. Do you think it's them? Trying to take the school back?
I don't know who they are. But do you think they might be using this Dessen to bring down the school?
While they were talking, the nurse does come in. They hide behind a desk, and Ian finds a file with his name on it. Come to find out that he does have this virus, and he grabs the paper and the vial of blood, and they sneak out of there right before the nurse notices. So Gabe gets a whole bunch of buttons from I think her name, whatever her name is, that's helping out Emily, and he puts his face and stuff over it and gives one to Ian. CJ and Suki are getting pretty sick though. Still, they're not feeling good. They're trying to figure out how they can study it without a microscope, and that's when it hits them. There's a student that can see that.
Emerson, we need you to take a look at my blood and tell us what you see.
There's like stuff on it.
Okay.
What kind of stuff is in it?
Not in it. On it. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. Like a film. It's like this. Blood cells. And the enzymes. These things like this.
Inhibitors. Enzyme inhibitors. Remember in biology?
Yeah, they're molecules that bind to an enzyme to prohibit its function.
That's why the skills are going away. Chemicadescin is a chemical designed to block them.
Hello, my fellow students. Hello, my fellow Tower Prep academics.
No.
My skilled friends.
All right, no more interruptions. I have to practice.
This is an irreversible chemical bond. There's only a little bit of time before it becomes permanent.
So it is possible to reverse the symptoms and effects.
If we catch it in time and contain it. Maybe the nurse has a vaccine in her office. We have to get back in there.
Well, at least it's contained. Fenton, Ray, me, Suki, and CJ, as far as we know. Thanks, Emerson.
There.
What?
Chemicadescin is on that button. And fingerprints. 6 different sets.
Fenton, Ray, you, CJ, Suki.
Gabe. He gave it back to me a while ago. That's how it's spreading.
Are you okay?
Yeah. It's Gabe. He doesn't know he spread the chemicadescin to all those buttons. Like 100 of them. He's gonna throw them out into the audience. They'll all be exposed. I gotta get a hold of him.
So that was a lot of info. I didn't want to stop. Anyways, after Ian gets back to find Gabe, he finds out that he took all the buttons to go to this event. Well, Emily goes to go help him find Gabe as well. And in that process, Emily, who has also touched the button or has touched in contact around Ian, has gotten the virus as well. And she starts feeling it in the hallway. We then cut to Gabe going to do his speech. And of course, while he's giving his speech, Ian is going to the nurse's office to seek medical help, but also interrogate the nurse herself about this virus.
Mean to be at Tower Prep.
You know, most of the time, we don't have any choice but to put up with the secrets around here. But not now. You tell me about chemicadescin.
Although its purpose remains the same, Tower Prep often assumes the personality of the headmaster. In 1971, the 6th headmaster came to believe if students could be freed of their skills, if that could be done, the school would no longer be necessary. In the school's research labs, chemicadescin was designed and administered.
And the results?
Look at them. Look in the mirror.
Are they gonna be okay?
The 7th headmaster stopped the experiments. A reversible inhibitor was created for this current version of Desin. Someone has modified it. It's different. The old reversible isn't working.
But if it's only made at Tower Prep, how could anyone get it? Unless they live here.
You know, the world has the technology to eradicate smallpox, but the World Health Organization keeps 2 vials, one in Russia, one in the US, for study to develop new vaccines just in case. A vial of chemicadescin was refrigerated in this office since the 70s for that reason. It disappeared 2 months ago.
Don't ask what Tower Prep can do for you. Ask what you can do for Tower Prep.
Get her here. The outbreak is active. I need all my work-study technicians here immediately. Jed Bynum, Morty Bumble, Ross Anderson.
Wait, Ross Anderson. Emily's campaign manager works for you. She had access to the Chemicadescent. It started with Fenton's campaign button. Emily. Emily, did you get to Gabe?
No. And there is nothing to fear but fear itself.
So Gabe is over here then just randomly saying quotes and stuff. So if you guys didn't catch that, Roth is potentially the possible suspect for putting this chemical on the buttons. Ian is now racing to Gabe before he throws these buttons out to the crowd to infect everybody with this virus.
Who wants buttons? Hey, watch it. You? You want buttons? Okay, go. Ross is trying to infect all of Emily's opponents by blocking their abilities. It's way out of her control. You, me, those buttons in your hands, they're all infected, Gabe. Everyone move! Everyone move! Sorry, buddy.
Medical assistance needed. Medical assistance needed. Assembly room.
Get the nurse!
So fast forward, the nurse got the virus taken care of. She found a way to get rid of it and heal all the students. Luckily, there was no more problems, and Gabe was elected president of the school. And then he uses his power immediately to say, no homework, go outside, drink juice boxes, things like that. So it was all good. Everyone lived happily ever after for this episode.
Am I to believe that while you were performing your work-study duties in Nurse's office, you not only discovered the history of Chemicadescent, but you stole the last remaining vial of it, modified it using information you learned in biology classes about inhibitors, and that you did it all with tower prep equipment?
Yes. I did it to weaken the abilities of Emily's opponents, so she would win. Yes.
I'm impressed.
Could you show us how?
Yes, Ross. All will be forgiven if you just show us how.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, everyone knew it was Ross. I mean, it was kind of obvious to tell in the beginning, but you kind of didn't know, I guess. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of old school Scooby-Doo. Anyways, I think episode 8, the next episode, is a little bit better than any of the other episodes, really, because it's all about being outside, and it's titled Field Trip, because they're going outside to try to find an escape route while they are out. And I think this one was a big part of like the show catching on. I think this was like the big haymaker itself.
He was in a part of the force that no one had ever seen before. Phillips almost made it. Say a few more inches, he would have been up and over that wall. But then Red Fang caught his scent. You can imagine the terror, the fear Phillips must have felt, knowing that he'd never see his home again. Hearing and knowing the Red Fang grew closer. His shadow within arm's reach. But there was no escape.
There's no escape from this story.
He could smell the beast's rancid breath.
Phillips in the Forest Run. Classic tower prep spook story.
Then suddenly,
Phillips shoots out of the woods.
Phillips shoots out of the woods. His salvation lies just ahead in the near distance. Phillips was almost home, but Red Fang would not be denied. Headmaster, he covered it up. And all we know for sure is that Phillips is gone. The Red Fang remains. Red Fang roams the forests of Tower Prep.
Ian, Gabe, Suki, and CJ all had a little plan going on in their hideout for this field trip. Knowing that they can get whoever they want as a partner, they can go off and do their assignment of figuring out who should do what for the escape route and try to figure everything out. Obviously, it doesn't work like that at all in the slightest. In fact, Headmaster himself comes into the classroom and chooses the partners for them. And he pairs them up with people of complete opposites, of course, to make the story more interesting. And that is where our, I guess, story begins for episode 8.
Happy now? That's an awful lot of sandwiches for one afternoon, Cal. You planning on staying out here longer than that? Oh, dude, you're not trying to escape, are you?
All interested in what's in my bag. What's in yours? Never mind. It's all the way over there. Those are gnomes. Not nearby. I'd hear them. Are they on a radio? What is that? A transmitter or something? Where'd you get that?
So eventually, Suki and this other kid start screaming in the woods because that's fun to do. And Suki, being able to do any voice that she's ever heard, does these growls that are so scary that Gabe thinks it's this Red Fang. Now, the guy that Ian is with knows it's Suki because he has super hearing and he can hear them laughing. But Gabe doesn't know that, and Gabe runs off a little bit of a cliff and I believe sprains his ankle pretty badly. And that is where we're at right now. But also Ian's partner ran off because Ian said he's going to go find Gabe, which is also a good excuse for him to try to find his own way out as well, his escape plan.
Is he okay?
Ian, take care of Senor Guapo for me once I'm gone. And when I say take care of him, I mean bury him with me.
He just sprained his ankle.
Oh, here we go with the just again.
You think you can keep going, or should we take you back?
What? What? I can't hear you. I think my ears are bleeding.
Your ears aren't bleeding, Gabe. You just sprained your ankle.
Oh, no. Now you're starting.
I'll take him back to the nurse's office. See if she's got something to keep him quiet.
I'll take him. He's gonna need someone to lean on for support.
No, he's my partner. And it's part of my duty as vice president to do everything I can to support our fearless leader.
Oh, now I understand why they shoot horses.
I'll go get our stuff.
Careful, careful. Oh.
Ian, listen, before she comes back.
Wait. Listen to me. I didn't take pictures of the wall. I never reached it.
No, buddy, it's all right. I finally managed to shake Cal. Now I can do a little of my own recon work.
Good.
Come on, Barbaro. Ready? Yeah.
All right, be careful.
Okay.
Emily.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can do it.
Ian, of course, now on his own, starts looking around, and then he starts finding very particular things.
This must be Phillips.
I almost made it over the fence, but something pulled me back. It's after me.
Now, to throw in this little wrench in this cog here, this is a story that's been told for a while in through Tower Prep. CJ even says it in the beginning. So this story would be old. That phone would probably be a lot more, I don't know, decayed than what looks like a new phone just thrown in. So anyways, Ian all of a sudden just starts thinking, oh, well, he must be around. So he starts calling his name, runs into his old partner, and then they start fighting.
From me.
Whoa. Yeah.
Give me a hand. 1, 2, 3. Ladies first.
So just to refresh, CJ got bit by a fly, Gabe sprained his ankle, and Suki ran through a whole bunch of poison ivy, and they are all out of the woods. However, Ian is still left with his partner, who I keep forgetting his name because I'm great at doing these video essays. They found a tunnel that apparently he wanted to find, and Ian being Ian's like, oh yeah, let's leave a little trail, which brings me to probably one of the coolest, little creepiest things that Cartoon Network ever did, and I think it really worked for this. And here it is.
So while you were playing the jock, you were busy putting together an escape plan to get off this island.
Island.
Yeah, island.
Where's that coming from? That way or that way?
It's all echo. I can't pick up where it originates.
You ready for this, partner?
If gnomes are running, we should too.
Down that way must be like Red Fang's territory. Looked like it chased him out of there.
I only thought it'd be gnomes down here, not that thing.
I mean, obviously now that I rewatched it twice, it is kind of funny that it's just blatantly some dude wearing a ghillie suit. Like, anyways, sorry to throw you guys out of that. Let's get back into this.
If gnomes are afraid of it, what are they doing down here? Cal.
Stop!
Ian then finds himself waking up outside of the grate that they entered in, but his partner is gone, and Ian's not quite sure what happened to him. All this, and Gabe's also sneaking off to try to find where Ian could be at.
Listening on that transmitter until you got it.
Cal.
This is why I came. Keep an eye on CJ for me.
So that happens, and Ian makes it back to the hideout where Gabe is, CJ, and Suki are. He then has to tell CJ that Cal, yeah, I remember the name now, is gone, and he is part of the gnomes. And then something kind of interesting happens is the vice president sees that they had a plan, and she kind of shows it to Fenton and the other guy, and now they're kind of curious of what they were really doing out there. Ian then tells a story.
Closer. And closer, there was no escape. Cal Rice could smell the beast's hot breath. But the gnomes grabbed him. And because he was trying to escape, they made him one of their own. And so Cal Rice is out there, and so is Red Fang. Both are waiting for any student, to stray from Tower Prep.
It's too late to save Cal. But our best weapon against the gnomes, the legend of Red Fang, lives.
So yeah, that was it, and I think I'm actually gonna stop it here because there was so much info in the first 2 episodes of this that if I was to do the third episode, I think this will be an hour long, and I don't think anyone wants to watch an hour of me talking. But I'll save that for the next one in 5, 6 months when I get around to it again. On a serious note, I do want to apologize for how long this video has taken me. Over the course of the months I've been gone, I think it was like 6 months since the last post. I kind of been really busy with work. I've been working on this one every once in a while whenever I get some free time for maybe 15 minutes, maybe an hour at most. But I finally did find the time to fully lock in and actually have the day to work on this. So I do hope you guys enjoy the video. And again, I am so sorry for how long it takes me to make these videos right now. Hopefully I can start figuring out a schedule to try to keep. Maybe I'll start doing all my work on the weekends now when I actually do have time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy part 3, and I'll start working on part 4 in about 6 months, probably. But in the meantime, I'll probably be posting some other videos, of course. And just stay tuned for part 4. But if you guys would like a longer version of these videos for Tower Prep, let me know, because I kind of want to cut it off here about the 40-minute mark, just to make it easy for everyone. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because nostalgia lives here. Later.